Hi, welcome to Live Your Dream Podcast, episode 36, How I Got into MIT Against the Odds. I'm your host, Selena Lee. Before I start the show today, I want to give a shout out to my listener who left a review on iTunes. Your big fan wrote, life-changing, such an inspiring podcast, life-changing. I listen to this podcast every morning and it gives me so much power and energy to start my day. Especially love the following steps toward a better self. LOVE. Learn about yourself. Overcome internal obstacles. Visualize your success. Explore and take action. Wow, thank you so much. You must be a real fan if you know about my love framework, and I'm so thankful to you for listening to my show and so happy to hear that my podcast gives you power and energy to start your day. I also want to say a big thank you for helping me to reach my goal of getting 50 reviews. I'm at 51 right now, and now my goal is to get to 100 reviews. So I'd be so grateful if you can help me out. If you got any joy or value from listening to my podcast, I would really appreciate it if you can take just a few minutes to give me a rating and write me a review. This is the best way for you to support my podcast, and it's really easy to do it on iTunes. And I may give you a shout out in future episodes. Today, I want to share with you a story about how I got into MIT against the odds. When I was young, I was told this story that if I work really hard to get into a good college and get a good job, somehow I will end up being happy and successful. Well, I now know that having graduated from a good college does not guarantee success and certainly does not guarantee happiness in life, but having a degree from a prestigious university does give you a lot of opportunities and opens doors, especially at the beginning of a person's career. So today I want to share with you a story of how I got into MIT when the odds were very much against me. As I've shared with you in my previous episodes, I was born in California and my family moved to Seoul, Korea when I was 3 years old. And after having finished elementary school in Korea, we moved back to Southern California when I was in my 7th grade. I was an easy target for the cruel middle school kids, and I was constantly bullied at school because I didn't speak English. My middle school was in a good school district, and I was set to go to a really great high school with a record of sending students to good colleges. But going to the same high school with these people who bullied me was the last thing I wanted to do, even if it would hurt my chance of getting into a good college. I guess what I really wanted was a brand new start at a school with people who really didn't know my past. So my family ended up moving to a different neighborhood nearby, but the high school was not a very good high school, and it was in a pretty bad school district. And it was so bad that some of the Asian parents who lived in that neighborhood would change their addresses and send their kids to the school where I was supposed to go to. And it was really that bad. I had good grades, but even my teachers told me that my chance of getting into a great college was very, very low. And they said to not get my hopes up because no one from our school has ever gone into a college that was at the Ivy League level. So I felt like my dream of getting into a great college was like an impossible dream. And then something happened that made my impossible dream a reality. At the time, MIT required all the high school students applying to MIT to have an interview, so it was mandatory. The person who interviewed me was an aerospace engineer who graduated from MIT. And during our interview, I asked him questions about his background, and he was telling me that he wasn't really happy with his job and wanted to do something else, but didn't really know what to do. So I was brainstorming ideas with him, encouraging him, and listening to him. And my interview was 4.5 hours long. I was a high school student, and of course I was there to be interviewed for college admissions, but I ended up coaching him. And my poor dad who drove me there was waiting outside in the car for 4.5 hours, and I still don't know how he went to the bathroom. He said that he had to be creative. And the person who interviewed me later wrote me a letter to say thank you, and I got into MIT. And of course, I have no idea how much of an impact the interview had made, but given my circumstances that I was going to a high school in a bad school district, I'd only been in the US and learning English for about 5 years, and my parents didn't speak English very well and didn't know anything about the education system in the US. So I had to navigate the college admissions process all by myself. And of course, I was certainly at a disadvantage compared to a lot of other students. So I do think my interview must have made a difference. At the time, I thought it was just a funny incident and kind of forgot about it. But many years later, after several career transitions, I ended up going to a coaching school to become a certified coach. And on the first day of my school, I felt like I came home and I felt like I was wearing clothes that was so comfortable for me. And then I remembered that incident about my college interview. I then realized, wow, from an early age, it was very clear that my gift was always in listening to people and encouraging and supporting them. But I ignored all the signs and instead pursued the path that others have defined as a successful life by becoming an investment banker and then a corporate lawyer. So if you are feeling lost about your path, take some time to reflect about your life and try to remember and see if there are any incidents or experiences that you had that give you a clue about what your gifts and strengths may be. The signs are there if you just pay attention to them. I hope what I've shared with you today was helpful. If you have a story about how you learn what your gifts and talents were, I would love to hear from you. Please send me a message on my website, selinalee.co/contact. That is CELINALEE.co/contact. As I share with you today, my work as a career coach is not just a job, but I really believe it is my life mission and a calling, and that I was born to do this. I feel that all my life experiences prepare me to support and encourage people to achieve their dreams and to realize their full potential so I can help them become the best people that they can be. So I'm so happy to let you know that I'm launching my very first group coaching program, Career Happiness Academy. I've designed it with everything I've learned about success and happiness from people who have achieved amazing things, and also what I've learned from my own career transitions and from coaching many professionals. This will be a 12-week, small and exclusive group coaching program, and I'll be inviting 3 to 5 highly motivated people to join the group and go through an inspirational journey of transforming career and life through my love coaching framework I've developed. The benefit of joining the group program is that you'll be part of an inspiring community of people who are working towards achieving big goals and big dreams in their lives. I've noticed from coaching many people that so often a lot of people have similar struggles and challenges, but because we don't talk about them openly, so many people feel like they're alone. When I was in training to become a certified coach, I was in group programs myself, and I loved it because it was so wonderful to be part of a community and get the support from other people. And I also learned so much from other people's experiences and their perspectives and how they were growing and developing their careers and lives. So this experience led me to develop my own group program. By joining, you'll be able to develop friendships and build relationships with successful people from different industries who you probably would not have a chance to meet otherwise. And the group dynamic will offer mutual support, accountability, and a space to share ideas and challenges. So if you're looking for something more than one-on-one coaching, and you want to be part of an inspiring community and transform your career and life so you can finally take action and achieve what you have always wanted, whether that is a career transition, starting a side project, writing a book, or whatever your goal or dream may be, please check out the link for Career Happiness Academy I have on the show notes. Or you can go to my website, selinalee.co/CHA, which stands for Career Happiness Academy. That is CELINALE.co/CHA. If you have questions about my one-on-one coaching or have any thoughts or questions about my podcast, you can also visit me at my website at selinali.co and send me a message on the contact page. And please subscribe on iTunes, Google Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. And while you're at it, I would really appreciate it if you can please write me a review. It's really easy to do it on iTunes. It will really help me to spread the word and get discovered by new listeners. So thank you so much, and I'll be back soon with another episode. I hope you have a great week.